and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws.
Hell no. Hell no. This is a crazy one, guys. A 65-year-old New York City woman is in stable condition after she was bitten by a shark at a Rockaway Beach in Queens, hospital officials said. Look at them. Look at that. The woman was standing in the water at the beach at 59th Street Monday evening when she suffered a severe laceration to the back of her left thigh and fell into the water. New York NYPD says, following the attack, lifeguards at the beach, 59th Street, cleared everyone from the water. Okay. Let me just, that is New York. If I remember correctly, I think Jaws was loosely based off of an attack that happened in the Hudson River. And I think it was back in the 40s. 30s or 40s what it was based off of. Let me back that up for you. Police used a helicopter to survey the area, but no sharks were spotted. How can you see anything in that water? According to the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. I always laugh about that saying, because the show, it's a really good show. Not the matter. The last known shark attack in New York City was in 1958, according to the Global Shark Attack File. I didn't know there was a shark attack file. That's interesting. The Parks Department said this was the first shark bite at Rockaway Beach in recent memory. Though this was a frightening event, yeah. We want to remind New Yorkers that shark attacks in Rockaway are extremely rare. Well, tell that to that lady. The department said in a statement, we remain vigilant in monitoring the beach and always clear the water when a shark is spotted. Rockaway Beach will be closed on Tuesday as safety precautions, and crews will conduct aerial surveillance to monitor for sharks, the Parks Department said. That's good. That's how you think about how scary that is, especially because that water's so murky. I mean, I'm glad she's alright, but wow. That's nuts. I have a friend who was bitten by a shark in Florida, and he said it was the worst experience of his life. There's nothing you can do. And usually, sharks, they make a first bite just to see, and then they come back, but to be honest, sharks don't like humans, or fatty, or nasty. But when they're hungry, they mistake us for seals and things like that. But genuinely, the water is very safe. So don't let this discourage you guys. Get out there, enjoy the water. Heck, up here in the Pacific Northwest, we have freaking mountain lions in the water right now. Look that story up. In fact, I'll cover that one. That is nuts. They have like pictures of bobcats with their heads above the waves, just chilling there. That one's new. And then when I lived in Texas, in Corpus Christi, there was alligators on the beach. We were sitting there, and a bunch of people started screaming, and we looked up, and there comes an alligator just walking. He walked right by two little kids, walked right between them, didn't do anything. Which was more frightening, with that or the little kids that were reaching out to pet it? Texas. All right, well, let me know what you guys think.
It was 41 years ago that Jaws left America trembling in fear. You know the story.
Shark! The shark!
A rogue shark terrorizing a tourist town.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
While the book and blockbuster film are fiction, 100 years ago in New Jersey, there was the real thing. with eerie similarities to Jaws.
It happened before. The Jersey Beach.
1916, there were five
people chewed up in the surf.
In 1 week.
Tell them about the swimmers.
A series of deadly shark attacks, and it began right here in Beach Haven.
America thought they were having one last golden, gentle, innocent summer, but that wasn't to be.
Author and physician Richard Fernicola has written about the 1916 events.
The extraordinary nature of the attacks, the viciousness in that period, it still stands out. It stood out then, and it stands out even more perhaps in retrospect.
Back then, sharks were a distant offshore curiosity. It was widely assumed they would never pose a threat to man. That all changed July 1st, 1916, when a 25-year-old accountant from Philadelphia, Charles Van Sant, went for a swim and was viciously attacked. Doctors said there was no doubt he'd been killed by a shark. 5 days later, some 45 miles north in Spring Lake, a bellhop swam out beyond the breakers. He, too, was killed.
Here you had a case where there were no attacks for 50 or 100 years, and here you had two men in their 20s who were viciously mauled by a shark right in the beach zone.
What happened next would turn fear to panic. 25 miles north, where the ocean waters meet Matawan Creek, a sea captain walking near a drawbridge saw a large shark heading upstream.